on board with Eric Almirola. He's into turn 1 here. And there you see Black sideways.
Check up.
That was quite a save there.
Down there. No comment. Down south.
Look at Bubba Wallace. He needs to slow down because...
Check up. Watch him right here. Got one rolling up on your top. All right, you're on.
This is a good angle. Watch the traffic coming. They all have got to react, and they do a nice job of not getting into each other.
And that is a great example of lack of rear grip right there on Ray Black Jr. Boy, what I got nervous there for a moment when I saw it the first time is when he tried to correct it. Really fortunate that thing didn't make that hook and go straight to the right.
Oh, we got a wreck on the back straightaway.
And that's Ty Dillon.
Wow.
I think that, I don't know, he made contact, I thought, with another car, or he just lost it and the other car was going by.
Yeah, well, they've been struggling with this car. I mean, the best he was at practice 34th.
Brian Scott comes to a halt right at the end of pit road there. Now, Ty Dillon had not completed a lap. Here he comes at turn 2.
Oh, I see. This car's slowing down, and he comes off of turn 2. Gets a little bit of the apron.
Yeah, I think that may be what sent him around.
Oh, he does make contact. Bam.
Oh, Landon Castle.
I thought I saw him.
Yeah, he just clipped the apron off too there, and that got him loose, and he just slid down the back straightaway right into Landon Castle.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Innocent victim just sitting, slowing down the back.
Here he is back here, so you're going to see him now. He's going to clip the apron right down in here. See him catch it right there.
It doesn't
just
take
enough.
much. Yeah, it doesn't take hardly any amount of contact to that apron to just hook the car and pull it around like it did.
And the spotter was probably telling Landon to go, but I bet he had his engine cut off, so he could cool, and he couldn't go.
Yeah,
he was slowing down to get to pit road.
Now in practice, talking about the closing rate and which way do you go, and there's Denny. I'm sure that Danica probably didn't even know he was there, and they made contact.
I mean, the closing rate can be really huge here, which obviously was the case. I really agree. I don't know if the 10 knew that Denny had that big of a run, was going to go to the inside, but that's some big, heavy damage to the left rear of the 10.
Oh, yeah. And again, it might be...
And damage to the right front of the 11.
Hey, Bubba Wallace, it's Michael and Brad up here in the booth. How'd the heat go? Did you make any adjustments? Are you ready for the main event here?
Yeah, I believe so.
Was that a tasty sip of cocoa there, buddy?
Kyle Busch, and here's the reason for the caution. Watch the white 97 of Ryan Ellis.
That's Jeremy Clements just gets into the left rear of the 97, and around he goes. That's a lot of tight traffic, and maybe misjudged it a bit there, did the 51, because...
But you can see they were 3 wide at one point here, Michael, and sometimes maybe you're looking down underneath and you're looking at the 2 cars. They'd made contact and maybe didn't expect the 97 to check up a little bit, if he did.
Ellis didn't do anything wrong there, and he got spun around. But fortunately, he didn't hit anything, and he can continue to battle.
Ryan Preece, the first car won. Joey Logano, but this battle for second, outstanding. And there goes Kyle Busch sliding around.
All clear, good job.
Nice save.
Yeah.
That's a result of Larson running in the middle of the track, taking his groove away, and it just gets Busch loose.
Just good, hard racing. He needed that little bit of room, didn't have it down there, slid up into Kyle Larson and kind of used his car, 8 tires there, and saved it.
75 laps to go at Bristol for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and our second caution of the day for Derek Cope, who had a problem off of turn 2.
You can see 3 wide into the corner will work if you give a little bit of room, but
yeah, I don't think Derek quite knew that he was 3 wide. He must have thought he was 2 wide there, Michael.
And there was a rush of cars coming off turn 2 behind him that got all wadded up. They all somehow made it through, but it was close. Look at that mess.
Lap traffic again for the leaders. Kyle Busch taking a peek.
Oh, great contact.
Garrett Smithley in that red 0 hit Larson in the right rear.
This is exactly the opportunity Kyle Busch is looking for.
And look at Larson just close the door on Busch. He said, I've got to get inside of that 24, and I'm coming over, bud.
Larson's been fearless today in that lap. $1,000 bonus, but he just about threw it out the window. Look at this.
Whoa, all the way off the track.
Could
something
he
happened
advantage his right front there?
Yeah, absolutely. Something happened to the 16 and he checked up.
A couple of cars got together off
Smoker
two.
back straightaway. That's Mario Goslin, the 90.
Wow.
Third caution of the afternoon. It comes out with 13 laps to go.
Now, how many of them are going to pit, Brad?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide if Kyle Larson wanted to see this yellow or not.
can here. We're staying
Number 6 will stay out, but some of these guys will come and get some tires, I think.
Well, and only 9 on the lead lap here. Free pass going to go to Eric Almirola.
Does Kyle Busch come and get tires? We saw tire decisions at Texas in the Sprint Cup race play a big factor in who won that race. What will happen here at Bristol?
Hey, some stress for those guys going for the cash, too, Michael, right now. Suarez, Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Do they even have any tires?
What are you thinking, crew chief?
Guys, they don't have any new tires. The best set of tires they have has 37 laps on them. So you're not coming to pit road because we're going to be down to around probably 5.
Larson outside, Busch inside. Here we go.
Oh, Kyle
What
Busch.
a great start for Kyle Larson. Eric Jones trying to get there. Crossover move for the lead.
Huge restart for Eric Jones.
He's trying to win that $100,000.
Look at the speed he's got.
Here he
He's
comes,
gonna get him.
outside lane. Eric Jones led that lap. 2 to go.
Oh, and they're going to make contact off of turn 2.
Larson ran him high, and here comes Kyle Busch. 3-car battle for the lead as we come back to the white flag.
Larson's slowing. Something's wrong.
Eric Jones has the top spot. 1 lap to go. Brought to you by Credit One Bank. Eric Jones trying to win the race and $100,000. Here's Kyle Busch inside. Can he make it stick? No. Eric Jones, checkered flag. Big play day. He wins it.
What a finish. That restart spot was huge.
Eric Jones! Eric Jones! You beat the best, baby! You beat the best at Bristol. You hear me? You beat the best.
How
I'm so
about that?
proud of you, I can't see straight. Work on top of that building, babe.
Woo.
Here we come.
Yes, sir. It's Bristol, baby. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Trouble in the front stretch. Dale Jr. doesn't get going.
His car won't go.
Boy, he stacked up Almirola, Reagan, and Kurt Busch behind him. We are green on the first
Come on,
lap.
there's a pit road here if you need to.
Carl
There's
Edwards
a pit
is
road.
going
Come on
to
down
lead
here.
it.
Come on down here.
And
Come on,
Earnhardt is in the pits.
And no caution.
see you.
What the
I got no
heck?
power.
This could have been really bad.
Wow, it just,
Right there.
just
I mean, he
stops.
stacks them up because the car won't go. And you see the 43 of Almirola and the 23 of David Reagan. They're just banging into him, but nowhere to go.
Let's listen.
A little bit further. Ready. Green, green, green. Rolling good, rolling good.
It sounds like it's missing cylinders, like
It's
like
It-
electronic.
No, I think it sounded more like gears. Like there was something.
Yeah, but he said there was no power.
The best luck in the bottom groove.
Yeah.
Oh, one in
trouble
Kyle
for
on the wall.
18.
Right
He blew
front,
it.
I think.
I think he blew a right front tire, man. That thing shot dead right.
Yellows out. Yellows out.
Caution out at
After
lap
the-
52. Kyle Busch running third. Takes a hard hit
Right,
into the
blue
turn
right
2
front or
wall.
something. Got the wall. Right side, pretty good. What do we got?
Watch the 18.
And Mike, think about this. Think about when you run close to the wall, you don't hit it as hard because you don't get all that momentum going up to it. So he was pretty close, bounced off that safer barrier, looked at the steering wheel. I don't think it hurt the car that much.
You heard that noise before you heard it hit the wall.
They're still green.
Yeah, you heard it pop.
Oh yeah, you can see it's down right there. It got a little bit loose right before that, and I wasn't sure if he corrected, but you know, you could see and hear, just like you guys said, that right front pop.
2. Ricky Stenhouse goes around.
Come out here.
The caution is out, and the free pass will go to David Reagan.
Missed it by 1. Mike, I went over last night. There's a patch off of turn 2 over there that's a little bit different texture than the rest of the racetrack, and when you hit it, it's slick and it can cause you to get loose. I think that's what happened to Stenhouse.
I saw it. I was out there kind of scouting last night myself.
Watch 34 at Chris
Oh,
Buescher.
he got loose
No,
pretty
it's just-
early there, DW.
Yeah, he didn't get to the patch.
To me, it looked like he came out of the brakes and really let the car roll, and his car, he likes to run his car loose, and it just came around right there.
Spin, turn 2. Kyle Busch again.
Round again. I don't think he hit anything.
Caution waves for the 3rd time today.
I don't look
No,
at
34 just fucking bailed in the corner there and picked our rear wheels up.
Oh.
Yeah, I know he didn't hit the wall, and I don't know if something hit him or not.
Someone just might be that Chris Buescher in the 34 coming.
Well, there's a lot of cars in front.
Out.
Yeah, you got to check up right here.
Yeah,
41
they
his
stacked
brother.
up the 34.
And they just pile drived him.
The 34 of Chris Buescher just came in there with a bunch of speed. It's a domino effect when that first car checks up. We see this happen quite often here at Bristol.
Woo, missed into that pit wall, barely.
I'm not really sure what caused. I don't know if the 5 came up on the 21 and had to check up earlier before they come off of turn 4. What caused that whole line to slow down? But obviously, when it got back to the 34, he just couldn't slow down. There you go. The 21 kind of slid up in front of those guys.
Vince, pit stops.
Martin Truex Jr.
Caution is out for the 4th time, coming off turn number 2. A lot of smoke from the rear end of Kyle Larson's car. He got against the wall in the back straightaway, and we're under caution again.
Yeah, Mike, it looks like it's a gear. Jeff and I thought it might be a hub, might be an, I don't know, but there's something in the rear end for sure.
Guys, we're looking at our Eagle side of it, and it looks like to me maybe the track bar broke on that 42 car.
Whoa.
The rear end is way over to one side.
Whoa now.
Yeah, so maybe that's tire smoke that we're seeing, and he knows there's something major wrong in the back.
This place will do that. You put a lot of pressure on that.
Look right there, guys. Look how far the rear end, how far the body is over to the right.
Yeah, you can really see it moving back and forth. You nailed it, Larry. Thank you. They've got to push hard up in that outside groove and force them. Oh, as we see Matt Kenseth in the wall. I think he blew it right front.
It sure did look
just
like
that 18 car.
Sure did look like it.
Caution flies for the 5th time.
Man, this guy just has not been able to catch a break this year.
But
here's a look. Watch the 20.
Yeah, it blew pretty early as he
but see how close
into
you're
one.
so. It's always. I always think Richard Petty always said, "I run close to the wall because if something happens, I don't hit it that hard." Here are two. He and the 18 are two perfect examples of what he was talking about.
You can almost see that right front drop down right before it hits the wall, and that's usually a pretty good indication that it blew a right front tire.
That interliner is saving these guys.
Oh, the interliner is definitely helping it from being more
Gibbs
damaged.
Racing has been unstoppable until they came to Bristol. Look at the front end of Denny Hamlin's car, one of 3 Gibbs cars to have problems in the last 3 laps. That was damaged earlier in practice. He ran into the 44 on pit road. They've had to pull that front end nose piece away and leave the bead blowing hose just hanging up in the air. Oh, and Kyle Busch
right here,
too fast exiting pit road. Restarts
right
tail end of the longest line. There's that contact. We're going back to green with Carl Edwards, the pole sitter, the only.
You're watching Fox NASCAR with a car in the wall, and it's Kyle Busch with more problems. An adventurous first half with a couple of wins this year, 5 Bristol wins, and a rough afternoon, Michael.
Yeah, this damage is much more significant than the first time Kyle hit the wall. This could be the end of the day. You could see oil coming out from under the car.
Now let's head back upstairs to Jeff, Darrell, and Mike.
A similar incident to what happened to Kyle Busch before. The car went into turn 2 from turn 1, high on the racetrack, just went straight up to the wall, but this looked like a considerably harder hit.
Much harder. You see the right front all rolled up under the fender there, so this one did a lot of damage. They're gonna have to do a lot of repair to get him back in the race.
Yeah, and I would be concerned if I'm the 20 of Matt Kenseth too. These types of problems with right fronts don't fix themselves throughout a race.
It's got to be a camber issue, and you put too much camber on those right front tires, you're going to use them up.
Hey, half straight to red.
You can see him clench and hold on tight.
Keep it up there. Another right front.
He knew that impact was coming. That one looks a little bit more like the 20, but that was a significant impact.
Very hard.
One and turned him loose, but it looked to me like the one turned down sooner than that. Caution's out.
Now the caution is out. Might be debris in turn 2.
Yeah, we got a slow car, a 30 car here coming around 3 and 4. Looks like got some parts hanging off of it.
Black car, middle of your screen there, Josh Wise.
I had to guess a very similar incident, what we saw with the 20 and the 18. And then the left rear damage from, I think that was McDowell, that couldn't get away avoid contact. Seeing some smoke coming out of this 41.
Trouble
from
front
the left.
straightaway. Casey Mears gets turned around, colliding with Allmendinger.
Racker behind us here.
What
Caution.
a save by Casey Mears.
They were 3 wide off turn 4 here with a 47 in the middle, and I think he got into the 13. Restart's good, no problem.
Yeah, the restart, there was no penalty on the restart. You have to start within the zone.
We're 3 wide right here coming off turn 4, and they start just kind of bouncing off each other a little bit. You see 47 get into the 46. That shoots him over into the side of Casey Mears' 13, and how in the world?
He picks up the banking right here. Nice job on the throttle, spinning the rear tires.
Roof flap came up.
Dirt tracking.
Yeah, baby, that was a nice save.
Hey, Casey Mears' dad, Roger, one of the best off-road races ever. That apple didn't fall far from the tree.
I'm proud of that, wasn't he, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, that was just kind of putting it into a position that maybe...
Watch it, come on, 113 here. Watch him, come on.
Maybe just was too tight.
Yeah, you can do 3 wide.
To try
you can do 3 wide, but everything has to go perfect, and it didn't go perfect there.
Now, how'd Jimmy Johnson get damaged in all that?
Checking up right there, you see him. I think he got hit by that black car up high.
It's like the front bumper, the 31 and the 48 just hooked.
Yeah.
Hard to avoid even casual contact here.
This race without a caution.
Spin and turn 2. There it is.
There you go, Larry.
Brian Scott goes around and into the wall.
That's 2.
And Larry wasn't even looking in that direction when he made that prediction.
How many we got to go, Larry? 2 more?
1 more.
Oh, gosh.
150 laps to go. And here's what happens to Brian Scott, the 44.
Yeah, he just gets loose.
Yeah, he just drove in there and the thing didn't, it just came around.
Here's right before all that happened. 3 wide with the 6, the 11, the 47, the 24. 11 comes up, gets into the left rear of the 6. And then this is happening behind him.
That's some dead good racing right there, boys. Guys.
Denny Hamlin limping down the back straightaway. Hamlin is the 3rd Joe Gibbs car to hit the turn 2 wall today.
I'd say it looks very similar. Same way back up in the 3 and 4 there, just very similar to what we saw the 18 and 20 do.
So now pit stops with 90 laps to go.
Yeah, we got something totally different.
Well,
no!
Turn 4, Almirola into the wall hard.
You're gonna slide down, stay low, yellow.
Hard contact, got a good shot there.
You know, that was the 78 of Mark Truex Jr. who just came down pit road to put those tires on because of the loose wheel. Made an aggressive move with newer tires, made contact with the left rear of the 43 and spun him around.
Eric Almirola was running 19th on the lead lap. He's
Watch
the 43.
the 78 dive in here.
Yep.
And he gets a little bit loose. He comes up and then the 43 comes down and they just make contact.
Yep. One going up, one coming down, one going around.
And a bunch of them trying to avoid.
Here it is in real time. And A.J. Allmendinger gets the free pass.
Be a lot.
Oh, yes.
They've got Eric Almirola's car hooked up, but Eric did not get out of the car for a long time. He kept the window net up. That is a universal sign to track crew that the driver is unable to get out under his own power. So safety crews spent a long time sitting there talking with him, and finally he climbed out on his own. He and his spotter and crew chief have been invited to the NASCAR hauler after the race.
I heard you, NASCAR, but all we needed was a push back. We just don't have reverse gear. If you scanned us, we just don't have reverse. All we needed was a push back.
And that's why he didn't get out of the car. He wanted to be pushed to the pits.
Yeah, I could see him waving his hands inside the car. He pulled forward and he got up to the inside wall, but he couldn't get back up because he didn't have reverse. You could see him saying, "Please push me back," and nobody pushed him back. And then I guess they made him get out of the car. So he should not be going this many laps down just because he doesn't have reverse. Unless NASCAR feels you must have reverse to continue on.
Well, they'll be discussing that after the race in the NASCAR hauler with the officials. All right, Castle to the bottom there.
Whoa!
Well, there it is.
No,
There
no.
it is.
And there goes Dillon hard into the turn 2 wall. This
caution.
time we have a caution.
Boy, Castle used
Wow,
him.
he just ran over
He
him.
body slammed him.
He just ran over him.
Cut the left rear tire.
All right, let's first go back to when Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ty Dillon got together. Now remember, both these cars are on the lead lap. They're fighting for position.
Watch this.
Junior gets a big
Just a
run on him.
Just up the hill he goes. And
He
just
basically did the same thing as what Landon Castle just did.
And here's what just happened as Dillon battled Landon Castle.
Now Landon gets loose here. He really didn't want to get into him. He got loose, got aggressive with it.
Man.
And Martin Truex Jr. gets the free pass and gets back on the lead lap.
This guy's always right with 25, 30 laps to go. They just kind of unplug things.
Yeah,
Way up to the top.
So he did a slide job when the 3 lost his momentum, and as he got into the corner, the back just came around and got loose on him, and he had to walk it all the way up into the woods. Harvick got real loose. He's got a problem. Does he have a problem?
Around goes Annette after contact.
All right, now let it roll, let it roll. No caution, no caution, let it roll. Caution's out, caution's out.
You know who this is going to hurt?
Who's he going to hurt?
I think it's going to hurt the 24.
Yeah, because he's going to be starting on that inside lane.
Yep.
And did Kevin Harvick get up and into the wall there?
Yellow's gone on the right sides as well here.
Exactly. You can't see the letters on the right front tire.
And it's got loose.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, he's wanting to put that pressure on the 24 car.
Drove it in there really, really hard and just got that spot.
Yeah, he just that's weird. Oh, and he's the one that ended up getting into the 46. I didn't realize that's what caused that wreck.
Yeah, he kind of just ricocheted off that outside wall.
Bad timing for Annette, unfortunately.
Watch this.
That's it. Go get him. Oh, easy, inside.
I got him.
Behind you, Kevin. No yellow yet.
Michael Annette was in a bad spot there.
He's just riding along.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Kevin Harvick comes off the wall loose and hits my right front and spins me around.
He's all right.
Chris?
Man, he's aggressive on these restarts.
Boy, Chase better do something.
Yeah, he's going to have to get in behind the 41.
Turn 3, Regan Smith. Hard into the wall.
Caution. Breed. Caution.
It's a double whammy for Chase Elliott because he was in second. Now he's in third.
Brad Keselowski had taken the wave around and he went 3 wide. And that pretty much forced the issue in turn 3. Watch the 7. Center your screen. 2 outside of Danica. And things narrow up here in a hurry.
Well, it's just tight racing right there. I mean, the closing rate, a lot's happening at 125, 130 miles per hour right there.
Well, the 2 cars got 4 brand new tires on his car.
To me, the 7 has to know what's going on. And know that those 2 cars are side by side. That's a spotter, mirror, and just Bristol issue.